That's explaining about it.
Yeah, so this afternoon we were attacked while we were in the field doing the monitoring of the ongoing voting process. We went to Lianga Ward, and then on the way from Lianga Ward along Rushiva Ward, we met a group of UPND vehicles, which was headed by Mr. Trevor Mwiinde, the Deputy Youth Chairperson for the United Party for National Development. From there, they started following us. They followed us, 2 vehicles were chasing us, and we were running, speeding, doing speeds of as high as 140, 150 kilometers. And then when we reached Mshota turnoff, they had probably told one of their other vehicles to block the road once we got into Kawambwa Road at Mshota turnoff. So a grey Hilux blocked the road, and then I was doing a high speed. So I went on the edge of the road, I bashed the Hilux, and then we started going. I had a tire burst. This is the tire burst that I had. That was around Kawambwa Road. And then I ran all the way. We were driving all the way while they were trying to overtake us. They were trying to overtake us. I ran all the way with the vehicle. We went to Kawambwa Central. We drove for about almost 20 kilometers with a burst tire on the vehicle that we were using. When we reached Kawambwa Central Police, we immediately jumped out of the vehicle, went inside the police. There were now 3 vehicles who were following us. They reached the police station, and I was the one who was behind. They grabbed me while I was in the inquiries. One of them wanted to stab me, so he wanted to stab me on the chest. I held the knife, and that is how I cut myself. I cut myself here, and then another one hit me with an iron bar here. And then I managed to free myself, and we ran into the office, which Mr. Yui, the provincial commissioner for Wapura, was using. He was there, and there was a lot of commotion there. The officers were just watching. They were watching. The cadres came all the way. Some of them grabbed my phone. They stole my phone. So my phone was stolen. And then when I was inside the office there where Yui was, Yui even said that we talk too much. We talk too much about his president, and that we deserve to be beaten. And they wanted to chase me out of there together with the colleagues I was with. I was with the RX. I was with the RX here, and I was with Mwiinde. Mwiinde is inside, and I was with one of the poor monitors. And we resisted to be chased out of there. We were literally holding on to the chairs while the commissioner, the Wapura Province Commissioner of Police, was pulling us out of his office to the cadres who were waiting for us outside so that we can be beaten. While all this time saying, we deserve it. I showed him that I'm injured, as you can see, where I was stabbed with a knife, where I managed to hold the knife, and that I was hit with an iron bar there. But he didn't care. The Commissioner of Police for Wapura didn't care. So from there, we managed to seek refuge there. But one of the people who was behind the vehicle we were driving, the van, he was a poor monitor. Yes, this is actually Mulenga, Fred Mulenga. Him was badly injured. He cannot even walk. He cannot even walk. So at the police there, they literally had to carry him. I doubt if he's going to survive, but they literally had to carry him like a dead person and take him into the police van, where they rushed him to Kawambwa General Hospital. And I identified the people, at least one person among the group of the 3 vehicles. That was Trevor Mwiinde. He was in a white Hilux. There were 3 Toyota Hiluxes. There was the grey one, which blocked the road, and there was a white and black one which started chasing us from around the Lengwe turnoff in Lusaka Ward. And my appeal really is to President Hakainde Hichilema. The President has on many occasions told the nation that cadreism has actually ended in Zambia. And I want to just ask the President, which cadresism has ended. Because I can assure you that if we were not able to drive with the tire burst, if we did not bash the vehicle that had blocked us, if we did not bash it, if we had stopped, right now we would have been talking about us having been killed. You would have heard that 4 people have been killed in the Kawambwa parliamentary by-election. So these are very high levels of cadresism, and what the UPND have essentially done is that they've established a roadblock along the Mushota Road. They've done a roadblock and they're searching vehicles, and if you are not a friendly force, they will definitely attack you. At the point where we met Trevor Mwiinde, we also passed each other with the campaign manager, Honorable Kasandwe. They were going to Lianga Ward. We were coming from Lianga Ward. There was Honorable Kasandwe, there was Honorable Remember Mtare, and other senior officials at the same point where Trevor Mwiinde is, where we passed, before they started chasing us. So my appeal is essentially to President Hakainde Hichilema. Zambia is a peaceful nation. Zambia is a very peaceful nation, and we want to continue. We want it to continue like that. We don't want this bloodshed. We want peace and we want stability. So can you ensure that you send professional police officers here at the Kawambwa by-election? Please send professional police officers. When you send biased police officers like Commissioner Yui, then he's going to see to it that us in the opposition are harmed as much as possible. So in the interest of saving lives, President Hakainde Hichilema, that is my appeal. Please send professional police officers before there is more bloodshed here in Kawambwa. Thank you.
Yeah, we warned the Zambian people, we warned the police about what is happening. This is evidence of the violence of the UPND, who have come here under clear instruction from the superior. I think the one who's in the dock is Hakainde Hichilema inside. He must be able to answer this without plans. We can't be having a simple by-election resulting in this kind of mayhem and violence. It's very sad, but we will not drop our guard. We will continue to fight for the rights of the people of Kawambwa to exercise their democratic right and express their will through the ballot. And I think colleagues, we are going to do. The police is not on our side. Government has just decided to, the UPND has decided to collapse all institutions of government. The police, we are having a commissioner, actually enlisting cadres on a recording.
Just received a report that our youth community chairman, has also been partly attacked and beaten by UPND cadres. What they've basically done is that they are blocking any monitoring. So meaning that the voters can't access the polling station, the monitors can't also access. Those that try to engage them are descended upon and everything's over the party. We just got a call now as well.
It's very unfortunate because this is a simple by-election where we should demonstrate the one Zambia, one nation, peaceful nation, Christian nation. But this is where now we are being attacked like this. We don't know who else is being attacked. Basically, the idea is to rig these elections. They don't want the opposition to freely participate in these elections. But this is our country, and therefore we are appealing to Zambians to pray for the peace of this nation, as we appeal to President Hakainde to make sure that cadresism of this nature, which he has always said is a thing of the past, is actually stopped. What we are seeing now is something that we cannot explain. Accept that it's a peaceful Zambian nation. This is creating problems now for everybody, for all of us. So we pray that by the grace of God, this kind of evil is going to be stopped. Thank you very much.
These are very sad developments actually, because 2 days ago, yesterday, we filed a complaint to the police because we had been informed that the UPND had imported some bags from Lusaka and Southern Province, and that some had come with weapons, which they were hiding in some roads. we involved Chief Mwiinde because we are very peaceful loving Zambians. That we go and identify or establish the truth about this allegation that some weapons have been hidden in some lodge. You know, because of the resistance that our people faced, the Honorable Jean Chisenga and our lawyer Celestine had gone to try and find out the truth about this allegation. They were not even allowed to go into the lodge. Now, if these weapons that are being used, you heard what happened to the Shonten. Somebody used a baton to hit him, somebody used a knife to stab him. These are the same weapons that we are talking about. But the story that broke out all the way up to the senior-most police command was that the people who were being hunted for arrest were Jean Chisenga and Celestine. The people who were supposed to actually be lieutenants. And the thugs who brought these weapons are the ones who are being protected by the police. So for me, it doesn't come strange that Commissioner Yui can even instigate the cadres to harass a person who is a leader of an opposition political party. Because in his assessment, he thinks that this person speaks. What is the role of a politician? It is to speak.
What is the spokesman for that?
Absolutely. As a spokesperson for the Tonse Alliance, you can't exist such hatred towards him when it actually came to the police to seek refuge and protection. But now it shows clear that UPND would like to make sure that this election is no longer free and fair. The people of Kawambwa had already decided who they wanted to vote for, and UPND is aware of the fact that they are losing on the ground, and they would like to create an atmosphere of fear that people are not going to go to polling stations to go and vote. We are examining what is going on the ground. We are collecting all these events, and in my assessment, Honorable Shonten, this must be shared by ECZ. This is a problem that we get when we have an ECZ which is presided over by cadres. An election can be cancelled by ECZ in the face of these kinds of violent incidences. But we know that this ECZ is not capable of managing this election. It now remains to the Zambian people to try and make a judgment on where we are going as a nation. Are we really enhancing our democracy, or are we taking away from it? UPND has been a violent party both when they were in opposition and when they are in power. Now that they've been emboldened with power and they have hired the police and other structures of government to aid them, they are going to be even more violent than what that we are seeing right now. The people of Kawambwa are no longer safe. The police can't give them the protection that they need. I hope that we can get to the traditional authorities to begin to ask them to provide the kind of security that the police are failing to provide. The misfortune with this kind of events is that even we have alternatives. We can activate our people to start defending ourselves. What will become of this election? It will become worse than it is right now. We are hopeful that the police can rise to the occasion. There are some decent police officers we know within the file and rank of the Zambia Police Service who can come and say, look, we want something that is less violent. We want people to go and vote freely for a person that they would like to choose for themselves. When a political party is using ground, this is what they resort to do. And the police and Zambia will become alert and begin to throw judgment at these people and make them lose power, because we can't have a violent party that should be in government, aided by the police and even the ECZ. Very unfortunate.
I just want to mention that, we've seen political violence in the past, but never have I witnessed a situation whereby you are stabbed inside the police station, and the cadres had a protracted argument with the police for a good 15-20 minutes. A very protracted argument with the police while we were hidden there. We were hiding in the office for Commissioner Yui. But at the end of it all, despite the fact that I was breathing all over the place, none of those cadres who assaulted me, none of those cadres who stabbed me were apprehended. They were all allowed by the police to get back into their 3 vehicles and drive away. While I was left there and the police told me, you can file a complaint. What is the point of filing a complaint after you've let go of all the assailants? So that is a mockery of the rule of law. That is a mockery of justice. And, we cannot have an unjust nation unless we are saying that the rule of law has totally collapsed, which it appears it has done. We cannot have such a situation. We are bona fide citizens of this country. We have a right to safety. And the police have a responsibility to protect us, not only protect those who belong or support government. We are in the opposition. We speak against government when government is wrong. And we also are entitled to be protected by the police. So my challenge is to President Hakainde Hichilema. Mr. President, sir, can you ensure that the rule of law prevails, not only in this election, but in future elections as well? When Honorable Jean Chisenga was accused, as well as the lawyer Celestine and President Peter Chanda were falsely accused, the police were very quick to issue a statement. So what was wrong with them today apprehending the people who had stabbed me? What was wrong? Why couldn't they apprehend them in the interest of the rule of law? So that is my challenge to President Hakainde Hichilema.
Honorable Secretary General, having heard of these incidences of attacks, what then is the next step? Is the Tonse Alliance and the Patriotic Front as the anchoring party going to sit by and allow these brutal attacks by the UPND to continue? Will you defend yourself?
Well, this particular step, we can't make pronouncements publicly. We are reviewing the situation, and decisions will be communicated across the constituency and the province and to the nation. But we thought we could just alert the nation of what is happening so that we can be able to let everybody be aware. All stakeholders, cooperating partners, they should see that our democracy has gone. As not only as it were gone to the dogs, but I think the dogs have come to what is supposed to be the sacred legacy of Zambia being a democratic state.
So you said there's a rental of visa?
Definitely, they want to work at level.
In the meantime,